Yo, what's going on, guys? I am your boy Jin. Gonna take you through the wee hours of the morning with some really chill Rando Blazer. This is probably something you haven't seen before. If you're familiar with the game Soul Blazer, this is a randomizer created by the Hulk. And it's real fun and quirky. There's a bunch of stuff to explain. It's kind of tricky if you don't know the game all that well, but we'll do our best. So let's kick this bad boy off and we'll just kind of take it as we go. Excellent. So first things first, this chest is going to be what this chest is. Always gonna have to get that first sword, but from here on out, everything else completely random. The Hulk did a really good job of cutting out a lot of the unnecessary dialogue. But the beginning is gonna start off pretty much the same. We're gonna head on through here, not deal with that flower. And the way this game kind of works, you got these enemies that come out of layers. Oh, of course, hello. And basically, inside these layers you've got access to different NPCs and items and stuff throughout the world, and the way this game sort of works is you build the world as you go. But the Hulk was able to open it up to sort of a semi-open world type system where we're going to get access to later areas much earlier. So for the first part, we're just going to be kind of going through, collecting as much NPCs and items as we can, looking for a bunch of certain key items and certain key NPCs, like that purple stone, for example, is one of 6 items that we're going to need. Things can get pretty hairy. So everything in this place, like in this game that's randomized, we're looking at the items between chests and all these gem fairies. We're looking at the enemies that come out of layers. We're talking about the rate that enemies come out of the layers. Ooh, nice try, buddy. We're also going to just try and group up as many enemies as we can at a time. Take care of multiple layers at a time. Things are kind of dangerous sometimes if you're not rolling some good armor. Speaking of which, not that it's really going to matter because everything's doing 1 damage to us anyway at this point, but we're definitely going to need that, so having a strong armor like that nice and early on is really good. Tool shop owner is really good. It's going to open up another item for us. Any sort of item NPCs that you can find, that is, say, NPCs that give you, loot of some kind. Ooh, that's another really good find, isn't it? That's what we're looking for more than anything. Finding access to chests and stuff is great, but for the most part, when you get to the end and you're sort of looking for those last few items, grinding out just all the chests that you know around the world is a lot easier than trying to like fight all the layers and look for specific NPCs. Flies. This is not how I want to roll these flies. I need to get that guy. I'll get that guy later. We got slimes. We can just kind of collect things on our way back, no problem. But the thing is, if you release a layer, like for example, there's still 1 fly here, and if I were to have released a different layer and then come back out of this screen where it's going to show you like what exactly it is that you found, which in this case is a deer. Not the kind of deer we want to see, but it'll basically reset the enemy count, so you can use that as a way to grind, or you can accidentally slow yourself by redoing the enemies, which in randos, whatever. If you were doing an actual speedrun, that would be really annoying. Don't mind me if I seem a little out of it. I tried to get a little bit of a nap. It's 3 in the morning over here where I'm at, and I'm not used to being up at this hour, so tried to get a little bit of an early nap in to rest up. He's not going to cooperate. I'm trying to get both these layers at the same time, but apparently they're not cooperating. So some of these different layer types I might as well explain as I'm experiencing it right now. Some of them, the enemies are designed to just pour out like very fast, just like these slimes did, for example. But those goblins that I just fought right before the slimes, they're designed to release an enemy based on the proximity to that layer. So in certain cases with certain enemy types, that can be very annoying. Plants, please. Just want Death Warp out of here. We don't have any magic. No reason to keep our gems, but of course we're gonna have to fight some plants. We're gonna run around. Can confirm, indeed. Alright, so we got access to the bridge. We'll see what she has to offer. She's got a magic spell. It's not the greatest, but it'll do. It's best case, we don't have that guy. I wasn't really paying attention. So we should be able to just leave this place. Now, typically in the vanilla game, you would be required to cross this bridge, finish the rest of this world, but we can just move on and start searching the next world, which, thankfully, having that armor is gonna really save the day. If you get unlucky and get to this world without a better weapon or armor, it can be really, really annoying. At that point, you almost want to intentionally grind out a level or two. But, we're pretty stacked right now, I'm not gonna lie. These little lizard dudes. Typically, they only jump, like, you know, in a set direction. They're gonna come jump out of the water, as you're gonna see as we come up. But, they were able to randomize it to the point where they jump from any different directions, so when you approach some of these layers, you kind of want to be careful, because next thing you know, you're getting ambushed. Bush. These bushes can be really, really annoying. What do we got here? Some free experience. Okay, and we definitely got lizards. They probably they want to jump to the left, which is kind of annoying. There's not really a safe place to stand, which is really nice that there was only a couple of them. And we're just gonna kind of chill here and build up a little bit of lag. Get some free experience, which is nice. We got a level out of it. I'll just finish these boys off with a little bit of magic. Poof. So lag can be a thing. The game doesn't like it when it's trying to handle like more sprites than it was designed to. Oh, the RNG, please. It always flows nice for me, right? Right? I'm more worried about myself, really. It's been a while. Wow, I say it's been a hot minute. This is kind of the other enemy you don't really want to see. But with the armor and the GinTatsu2, it's not really going to be a big deal. We even have an herb. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. So you can kind of see what these guys are all about. Let's try. So yeah, without armor, these guys are going to be hitting me for 2, and that builds up really fast. Hello, sir? Can you just please come join me up here? Thank you. Alright, more statues. Love it. Oh, got some mudmen. That's not really all that great. They kind of all just sort of spawned at once, and that's going to create a bit of a lag here. Sirs? Back here. Get back here! Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, there's more than 3 of them. There's a lot more than 3 of them. Nope, one more. Get him! Okay. We're okay. Holy. Getting real hairy there for a second. Almost had to use my herb. Oh, look at that. So this is the, basically at the end of every act, chapter, whatever you want to call it, area, zone, you have to fight a boss and release sort of the pivotal NPC of that area. And for this particular world, the pivotal NPC just happened to be that tree. So we can move on to World 3 if we so desire. This is on Tetsu's sword really early on, really makes this nice. And something else I should mention, you may notice that even though I'm poking up, I'm standing beside these enemies and still killing them. The sword hitbox is very interesting when you hold the sword out. It's ginormous, to say the least. And even when you're swinging your sword, which I can't do right now because this game has weapon levels, and you can hold your sword out, but you can't swing it if you're not the right level. But yeah, anyway, when you're swinging your sword, you can often hit enemies that are just to the, like, sort of behind you and to the left. What do we got? We got some plants, we got some statues. Rando for this game is very fun. It's very challenging. It's gone through many different versions and upgrades. And I'd say right now, it's the most enjoyable. Because now really everything is randomized, whereas before things like the stones that let you access the final world. Woo! Woo-hoo! Those stones never used to be randomized, but they are now. Ooh, nice level. I'll take it. And even the NPCs, the final NPC that you release from each world, they're randomized as well. So basically the way it works is you need all 6 of the stones to access the final world, and you need the pivotal NPC to access the next world. Getting good luck on those left-facing lizards. Emblem H. So emblems in this game, they're basically like access to the equivalent of this game's pedestal from Link to the Past. Something you don't want a major item to be on. Let's just jump on my sword, Lizardos. How many more are you in there? Alright. And because the counts are surrounded. Oh, Dr. Leo must be enduring. Well, that's good information, thank you. But because the enemy counts have been adjusted, this game requires a lot less grinding. By the time you get to the end of a siege, you're typically in the right level because, as I said, weapons have... Hello, where is he? Weapons have levels, and those... One of the weapons you need to beat the game is known as the Soul Blade, and you can't swing it unless you're level 24. So typically in a vanilla run you're going to get to the end of the game and you're going to be a few levels shy of 24 and you're going to have to grind them out, but it'll work out all in the end. Probably 24 long before the end. And we got the salty tears of a mermaid, which we're probably never going to use, but we have them. Should we decide to drink them? Whoa! Oh yes, the soul. Yeah, the soul is that wizard at the beginning who didn't really say the typical spiel. I guess I didn't really cover that all that well. That's his soul, and he's assisting us with his magical abilities. So when I use magic spells, wherever that soul is where my spell releases. So for this one, for example, it lays multiple bombs in the natural orbit of the orb. But you can manipulate that orb by sort of walking against a wall. You can throw the orb, as we call it. Something like that. Toss it to the other side of the screen. Which comes in handy quite a bit. Just doing a bit of gardening. Wow, there was a lot of them in there. Curious thing about those flowers, you notice they release those butterflies, and each flower will only release one butterfly. But if you kill the butterflies before killing the flowers, the layer will still like release and be available for you even though you never actually killed the flower. So it seems like the layer itself is somehow tied to the butterfly. But if the butterfly is never released, it's tied to the flowers. That's very strange. Now I get full access. So that deer basically gives us access to the pedestal. Oh, look at that soul armor. Ain't that hot? Oh, I like it. That's the kind of thing we want to see. Okay, well, we got some statues. Not very many of them came out, but we might as well deal with them now because they did all spawn. One for you, and one for you, one for you, and you. And that's everybody. Okie dokie. Click. We'll be doing a lot of poking. The thing about poking is it does like basically damage per frame or whatever you want to call it. The damage output is just ridiculous. Okay, that's good. That's what I want to see. It's not what I want to see. But there's also a gimmick to kill this guy. They're good experience. There's also a gimmick to the way you swing your sword. So if an enemy is on the end of your sword swing, so basically on the right side of the hero, you'll end up doing sort of like 2 damage with every swing. Like it's like 2 hits basically, and you can use that to your benefit to stun lock certain enemies. And this particular sword that I'm using right now, the GinTatsu2, is one of those important swords in that it can destroy metal enemies, which these scorpions just happen to be. So having it for this section of the game is just very convenient. What do we got? Emblemy! Getting that much closer to checking that dirty pedestal. This chest here is going to disappear after, so it cannot have a key item by logic, so we don't have to worry about that. Just trying to grind out a little bit of experience. And those scorpions are really good for it. And this lizard's coming up behind me, trying to ambush me. What do we got? Proximity ghosts. Alright. Okay, I'm just not strong enough to kill those ghosts without tracking a bit. Alright, now we gotta do the annoying task of tracking down all these scorpions. Just to check one chest that could potentially be nothing. And we burn like a minute trying to find it. So there's certain, yeah, they're very tanky. There's certain, the sword I'm using, you're not supposed to get until Act 4. Where'd that guy go? He's coming up from below. I don't even remember what I'm saying, but that's fine. I gotta concentrate. These guys are running the course. Get back here. There's 2 of them that run the entire outside of this perimeter. Right, I remember what I was getting at. There's certain layers that you just don't really want to release because they take forever to prepare and they could potentially be just nothing. So then comes the RNG of it all. making those executive decisions. Okay, that should be fine. We can come around, knock out these guys. And, oh no, they're coming for me. They're coming for me! We don't actually want to hit that, otherwise we'd reset these scorpions and annoying things would happen as we hunt down the scorpions all over again. I just want to get all these ready so we can just scoop them up after. Hey, you. Ghost, that's actually a good lair. I'll take that. Oh, it wasn't enough. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, that all worked out really nice, didn't it? Show me something good. Lucky blade. Boom. That's nice. I should probably just throw this on, because why not? So the Lucky Blade is another one of those key items that you need to get access to a certain area of Act 4. I guess it's Act 5, sorry, this sword comes from, not Act... Yeah, 5. That's right. But anyway, yeah, the Lucky Blade will give us access to a place in Act 4. It also has the unique ability to cause enemies to drop larger gems, or rather drop gems more often. Or maybe it is larger gems. Yeah, no, they drop larger gems more often. A little bit, mix it of both, you know what I'm saying? But we're not too worried about gems right now. Typically in the randomizer, gems just flow like water. Also, certain enemies you kind of get used to when you play in this game. You learn how to manipulate certain enemies. Like if you stand to the top or the left of certain layers, the enemies just won't move. Like those lizards. Just sort of stood there and let me stab them in the back. That lady will have an item once we get access to her. So a lot of this game is just knowing how to manipulate each enemy type. Okay, so this is the way this water world works is these mermaid statues give you access to different areas of it, and that one we just released is probably the most important one of them all. I'm happy to see that. Not happy to see teleporting lizards, however. They're just kind of annoying. Act 2 just has probably some of the most annoying enemies in the whole game. I'll just tank a lot of this damage because big deal, we got an herb. And we're probably going to gain levels from all these scorpions anyway. And we just got another herb, even though, you know. Here's the annoying thing about this. So, typically, if you already have an herb and you open a chest and you get an herb, it heals you. It's like, oh, you got an herb, you might as well just shove it down your throat. But if you get an herb from an NPC or from those gem fairies, which I guess is technically an NPC, you don't get the auto heal, which is kind of sad. We don't messing with anything here, no. Sure. There's that taking advantage of the weird hitbox on the sword again. Oh, we're like almost dead. I don't want to waste this herb. I'll gain a level on this guy probably. Oh yeah! Love me some scorpions. I don't mind tanking a little bit of damage. It's not a big deal. I'll just grab this while he goes around. Oh, more emblems, of course. So I'm probably going to walk away with another level after this or another scorpion or two. Don't want to get too crazy, though. Though really, the kind of joke about this game is you get so many herbs that burning herbs is not that big. Oh yeah! Did that? Yes. Sick. Didn't even waste the herbs. Alright, now, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to release that layer without killing these last 3 scorpions. Sorry about my clicky SNES controller. It's one of them USB controllers. It's iffy. Come on. Yeah, because if you reset all those scorpions, man, that's so annoying. The snail gnome cannot be recalled yet. There's another one of those key NPCs from the fourth world. Come to me, my children. Look at all those ghosts. Let's just go take them out real quick. Bought them a nice steak, a little bit of champagne. And there's the soul of one of the 3 troubadours. If we find all 3 of those guys, they'll give us access to an item, which is one of those kind of NPC situations where you just really don't want to have to hunt them all down, especially if they have something worthwhile. Now the queen will give us access to the next area, so we could completely skip Act 3 and just go right to Act 4 if we so chose. Hello? Green leaf. But instead we found the green leaf, so that means we're going to just completely finish all the content in Act 2. Because why not? We're right here. We have access. It's not that much of a burn. Pretty sure I saw the spirit sword, didn't even notice. The spirit sword allows us to kill other enemies that we couldn't normally kill. Oh, you're proximity lizards, are ya? Lovely. Oh, oh, oh. No kisses. Oh wait, I might as well wrap these. Now we'll wrap them up on the way out. Forget about it. Oh, look at that. Found the other troubadour. Just missing one. What the guy would do for a power bracelet. This game's got these bracelet items that double your attack, defense, respectively, and one that doubles both. Having the attack one and that double damage is incredibly nice. Where did he go? Oh, he got away. Did the wrong order. So basically, if you don't have an attack boost, you want to kill the one on the left and then the one on the right. But if you have the attack boost, you want to kill the one on the right and then the left, because it works out better. Sometimes instead of items that just give you experience straight up, which is not the greatest. Kind of like seeing an herb. As Raft will not let you pass without that green leaf, so I figure follow the items. How are you gonna try and read the logic? Might as well just follow the items as they come. I don't like you statues very much. Why aren't I killing these things? Hello? Can you just die? Oh, he's gonna get away. Okay, nice. Nice. Nothing too special about that NPC. It's kind of nice that you're able to, you know, put the town back together. They have an actual road to walk on now, not tramping through the mud. Nothing too special about that hound dog. So hopefully we see something come out of this. Dream rod, okay, there we go. There's something very important. See, I knew we were on the right track. I just want to squeeze over here and grab these ghosts. You guys come with me. we got here? Ghosts. They're on a kill limit, so some layers they'll only release another enemy after you've killed the current enemy. Boom, boom, boom. Lizards get blasted. This place can be really annoying if you don't have good magic. I mean, I guess it's not so much annoying, really. So these enemies can only be killed by the spirit sword, or the final sword. Why am I even using GinTatsu2 anymore? So having the spirit sword at this point is really nice too, because then we can do this check right here, right now. Which, why do I keep trying to change? This is one of those checks where you really hope it yields something, because it takes a lot of time to track down all these spirits and then backtrack through this place. Okay, so that layer down there is proximity enemies. Hey, where you going? Just go scoop this guy up. Having that soul armor is really nice because these guys do a lot of damage, so I can just sort of tank them. Sir? Sometimes this game puts you on this sort of, even though it works on a tile system, you can get, you know, half on a tile, half off a tile. You can even get to this annoying point where you're like 1 pixel unaligned from the tile. So when you go to walk on the layer to release it, it doesn't release for some reason because you're just that 1 pixel off, even though it looks like you're just dead center. And sometimes when that happens, re-securing your position is kind of tricky. Sometimes you got to bump yourself against the wall, I find, is the best way to sort of square up with the tiles again. On the plus side, we actually get to see the boss. Maybe we'll get to see all the bosses. I mean, unless we get really trolled with the unique items and necessary NPCs. We've got this sucker at 3 hours, and I figure we should get her done about 2.5. So I guess it couldn't hurt to kill some time, fight some bosses. We don't want to kill him yet. I want to release this layer first. Otherwise they're just going to reset and I have to go back and kill the first one again anyway. Those are good stairs. I don't know if you ever thought a set of stairs could be good, but they're great. Get over here. So, point of note, you're not supposed to be going through this place in the dark. There is a soul of the mole, if you will, in this place, and it basically illuminates a light circle around your orb. However, I know this place like the back of my thumb. I know the back of my thumb real well from sucking on it years and years into adolescence. Anybody else? How many more? How many more ghosts? Is that all? Okay. I don't want to proc those layers yet because I need to kill the last 2 spirits here. So we'll collect it on the way out. Oh, I didn't go back for the item, did I? Excuse me. I just realized that, didn't I? Now I can't recall if I did or I didn't. Well, that place is just chock full of NPCs. We get to the point where we're kind of needing to find a specific NPC for an item or whatever. That's going to be one of the first places I look. Well, casually, this is probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. There's a nice pattern to this boss that you can, well, there's a few patterns you can manipulate, but the one that's used in the any percent speedrun is just so smooth. It feels so good when you do it right. Yeah, might as well go check. Just sandbagging to burn time. So that dolphin could potentially be alright. Gives us access to another dolphin if we find it. Okay, what do you got? I will exchange this emblem. Of course you have an emblem. For the food. We should probably check that deer on the way out too. Just in case. Because yeah, you can talk to the fairy and she'll tell you what she's going to give you for all those emblems. Typically in vanilla she gives you an item known as the magic bell, which makes it where casting magic doesn't require gems anymore. So these little yellow orbs that the enemies are dropping, that's basically our MP. So right now, like, gem count is 514. And each spell requires, you know, X number of gems. Whew, look at this, it's gonna be nothing. Medical herb. That's just a big old fuzzy slap in the face. Ain't nobody getting those minutes back. Too far. When the screen stops moving, you've gone too far. Okay, well, we checked all the content here. Now all that's left is, oh, he gave me a medical herb. Each of these main NPCs will give you an item as well. And you have, okay, I have his item, probably also a medical herb. There are, I can't remember, it's like 43 medical herbs or something like that in this whole game. It's pretty ridiculous. Oh, I can't take that yet. So the chances of finding medical herbs are pretty high. We're going to see a lot of them. If you bring me all 8 Master's Emblem, I will give you a mole's ribbon. Oh, that's dirty. I will give you an item that could potentially lead to another item that could be an item you need. And thanks for the good luck. Okay, well, that's her for this. We're out of here. Let's go for a swim. Now, we kind of want to wait. There's certain things, there's a lot of items in Act 1, and I kind of want them to build up a little bit before I go back there. Possibly give me access to one of the other 2 areas, otherwise it just... I could go back there for checks, but it's a waste of time until you've built up a little bit, at least in my opinion. Oh, boom! Phoenix, thanks baby! My girl. So the Phoenix, we don't have access down there yet. Okay, that's fine. Phoenix is one of those key items that we need. It's the only spell that can damage the final form of the final boss of the final area. We got monkeys, birds, fish. That's cool. I'm down with that. Robo-Truck randomizer could be interesting. This goat pen has an item. There's one of those things I was looking for. Now we want something like the mill keeper, or the boy who has the pass, or who needs the pass. We should probably take care of these birds in the leg that they're generating, thank you. And all those monkeys down there, not helping. You can just feel the burn. Let's get all these fish. And there's a lot of them. And the monkeys. The DKs. So far this season's been pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. That tracker's pretty lit up. I'm not too sure. Did they use the tracker on the overlay? I can't actually see. Give me all the birds. Just go trigger this. And what do we got? Rocks. That's interesting. Plants. Okay, all the birds are done. Come here, plants. Ooh, that's okay. Those rocks all came out really fast. Not a big deal. Oh, it's the king. Check. It's just kind of happening. Ooh. Let's just let them jump around on my sword. IRL lag. Ew, snail racers. Gross. If you find all the snail racers, you have to wait until the end of the snail race. If you're not familiar with this game, the joke is because the snail race never ends. They just go around in circles forever. Let's get that along the way. Come here, bird. Oh, okay. No, it's cool. I'll be right here waiting. Okay, no, I will be right here waiting? Oh, whatever. I guess we'll never know. Show me the goods. The green stone. Oh, baby. Only 2 stones, though. That's, I mean, it's alright. Can't really complain, per se. It's been really nice. Just get right up in their business. Rocks, fish. Always the fish. No fish. No. 1 fish, 2 fish, rad fish, die fish. Oh, birds. They all just kind of came spewing out of there, didn't they? Oh, okay, look at that. We got a moly moly. There's one more item check for Act 2. Now it's a matter of tracking the things in my mind that aren't tracked on the tracker, like which areas still have item checks. Alright, well, that's that. Let's go to Act 3, or Act 4. Not much else to do there. Okay, Act 4. We don't have this snail yet. No, okay. We have the king, no access. This is what we like to call Hype Mountain, because we're too lazy to be original about our own terminology. That's a good door. That's a great door. That's the greatest door. Yeah, the devs for this game made Illusion of Gaia, Terranigma, Robotrek, ActRaiser 2. All the good ones. Little birdies, come here. Come hither. Come hither. Oh yes? Well, take that then. Let's see how you like my bombs. I don't even think you need to defeat this layer, do you? I don't even remember. It doesn't seem right. You know what? This is the kind of moment where, what are we, level 15? Perfect. So even though I have more powerful swords, being able to swing the sword is beneficial in certain areas. And now that I'm level 15, we're in a great spot. Yeah, they put out 3 action RPGs in this, well, not just this style, but you know, this sort of running around hack and slash type thing. Then they have their 2 platformers. They have 1 full JRPG, like party style, classic RPG. Magic armor, that's okay. Magic armor has one of the most amazing functions in that it halves MP consumption, which again, for Rando is not really a big deal, but it's still cool. There's a crevasse. So that's a grandma. Just give me everything, please. Maybe we were gonna get like 215 on this run. Damn, like it's just all coming. But it does that. The game will do that. It'll like give you a bunch of stuff, and you think you're, you know, rolling good, and then you'll get to the end, and then you'll be looking for like one thing forever. You've been bamboozled. Here's another one of those. There's 2 layers here. Neither could be important, and both require a lot of prep to get to. We gotta go through all these different layers and all the enemies, and they just happen to be spewing lots. I mean, it's not so bad if it gets to the point where you only have a few enemies coming out of each layer, but when they just start pouring like a river. Okay. As long as they keep spawning, it's okay. That's okay. We got proximity. Certain layers aren't randomized for certain purposes, technical purposes. So that layer in the top left there is not randomized. It's always going to be those flying bat guys. So since they're not coming out, that tells me it's proximity based. And that squirrel's got something for me. So that's 2 item checks in Act 2, 1 item checked in Act 1, and Act 3 still got a whole lot of everything. They also had a hand in Grand Stream Saga. So now we gotta trigger each one. Game just making me work, how rude. Boom! And that's why they call it Hype Mountain. Shield bracelet, that's not a power bracelet. Thunder ring, also not very useful. Psycho sword. So the thunder ring allows you to destroy certain metal enemies in one particular area, but the chances of needing the thunder ring because you don't have GinTatsu2 is very slim. And you can also use the final weapon to destroy metal enemies, so it's like, There's 2 item checks right there, but I don't have the boy that allows me access to that. So we're missing 1 NPC. There's still like five items that I don't have access to in just the main town, on top of those 3 that I'm already talking about. And that dog ain't helping nobody. That's the dog of contemplation. He just sort of sits there and looks out over the water and wonders what happened to his buddy Turbo. And a fun ice mechanic. You cannot walk on the ice, you can only slide. You need an item known as the mushroom shoes. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get it right here. That's always the fun thing. There's an item you get right here. Let's go grab this guy while we're at it. Just a little bit closer, please. These guys are getting away. Excuse me. Oh, no, don't trigger those guys. Let's just get them out of the way. One still got away. Where'd he go? Yeah, Jike. That was the last one. No, still one more. Nobody calls him Squeenix. They all do, of course. Please, come on. Shiner, my man. Alright, that was a very important old man. Now we can leave Act 5 immediately. Or Act 4 immediately. What did he give me? What did you give me? Better just check, make sure I don't have... no mushroom shoes. Okay, that's fine. Let us return. So basically it's like, you don't get the mushroom shoes, you can't continue through that part of the dungeon. The old man is gone from here, so we can't continue to that part of the dungeon, so we can access the next area, and that's all we can do for now. Blackstone, boom, nice. Nice. It's all come together nicely. Now this is a very dangerous area. But it also has some banging music. It's like, do I go down there into power plant, the dreaded power plant nobody wants to go to? Door key, but no door, okay. Literally the key for the door that's supposed to be in the room to the left is just right there. In the hallway, oh, sweeper bots. Okay, we're level 16 now. Let's swing some of that GinTatsu2 goodness. Yeah. This is where you typically get the GinTatsu2 sword in vanilla, so there's a lot of enemies in this place that can only be damaged with it. Everything in here does insanely tanky damage. You have the mushroom shoes? You have a nice medical herb. Well, we'll definitely not be visiting you. Alright, what do we got? Sweepers? Yes. And they all want to go down. That's hilarious. We'll just let them go, like, okay, that's good. It's all of them. Oh, they're not attacking. Interesting. I've never really seen them do that pattern before. Because if they go left, right, or up, then they'll start walking in an actual, like, you know, they'll hit the wall and start moving in a different direction. But for some reason, when they went down, they decided, no, we're just going to chill at the bottom. Look at those guys. He's just lonely. Okay, so we got the mole's ribbon, so we can do that item check. Oh wait, no, sorry, we don't have the mole's ribbon. That's on pedestal. So that item check is locked behind how many more? What do we got? 5? 3 more emblems? Okay, so now we have access to here, but we don't have the item that gives us access to here. So we almost have a reason to go back, but still not quite. Excuse me? Can you jump over here and die, please? I don't remember your face. We don't want to hit that just yet, because some of these layers can be super annoying. Those things that were moving very, very quickly, if they're in either of these layers, I gotta really be prepared, because if they get away, they end up just running the whole course. Okay, that's fine. They run the whole perimeter of the level, and waiting for them is really, really annoying. But sometimes, the game just throws some dirty RNG at you where you get that type of enemy, and they're on a proximity thing, so it's like, you gotta get real close, and then they just run away, and you can't really chase them down. What do we got? Proximity what? Okay, that's fine. That's fine, I can deal with this. Okay, what do we got here? And they're off. I'll let them, I'll tank it all, it's totally fine. Okay. Got him? But we missed the one, that sucks. One of those sweeper bots got away to the north, and there's no way I could chase it down without proccing his lair, but now proccing his lair resets these other ones. And such is the pain of my life. Now we can go back and collect that one. It's safe. Always keep it as an emergency. So basically, if those little mouse bots get away, and instead of just sitting there waiting for them, is you just go and reset this thing and get a better vantage point if possible. It's an old man. All that does is make it a little more annoying when I go to that world. I can't just freely walk away from that little blue teleporter on the ground. Gotta like leave that guy's little fenced gate. These aren't bad. I do recall there was mice flying around the top, so I have to be very careful. There they go. When I hit this layer, they're right there. Oh shit. Pardon my French. Sometimes I get excited. Okay, cool. It's kind of a nice little gift on the way out. That snail's got an item for us. Kind of sneakily hidden inside the wall too. And it's sweepers. That wasn't so bad. This is one of the worst areas for the any percent speedrun. You have just a limited amount of health to get through here. You have to tank a lot of this lava damage. And you could as a safety, but typically you don't have the thing that protects you from lava floors. There is an armor that you can equip that will keep you from taking damage. We're at the point where the game is gonna force us, because we don't have access to, unless this gives it, no, we don't have access to Act 6 yet. So that means right now we've got access to the second area in this place, I guess the final area in this place technically, but we have access to another area in this place, we'll say. We're completely done Act 2. Act 1 we're lacking Leo's brush. Act 4 we're lacking the old man. Leo's brush, okay. I guess it's Act 1 then. Does it gotta be sweeper bots? Oh my god, they're everywhere. Let's just make sure we got that air bombs. We're probably gonna use it. I'm actually a little surprised I didn't gain level through all. We need to proc this layer. Didn't gain level through all of that. Yes, all things have souls. Plants, chairs, dressers. Even cats. Can you believe it? These cats don't have souls. Alright, there's one more item check in Act 3. Hello. Have to be very careful. Whoa, okay, what are you? I don't know what you are. I want to kill you and I don't trust you. Wherever you came from, wherever you're going, I ain't letting you get there. Okay, so we still don't have access to the upstairs to Marie. We are one staircase away. Do I dare? Do we have a... Yeah, we do. Strange Botto. Oh, let's take the armor off. So in the 80% run of this game, we abuse death warping quite a bit. Luckily I had a strange bottle to work with. Oh, do I dare go to power plant? Yuck. Yuck. We don't have the stairs, right? Yeah, okay. Dang. Well, I'm gonna skip power plant. I don't trust that. Let's go to Leo's painting. We got the means. Trying to think of some of the other weird objects that have souls. Stumps. The tree stump still has a soul. And it remembers what you did to it. Oh, I totally forgot I accessed the mill keeper. Wow, that's iffy. Nobody wants to go check that section of the dungeon. Emblem A. Oh, I can't even see the vine from here, that's annoying. Oh, can do. Show me something real good. Let's go. VIP card, that's useful. Medical herb, not so much. Goat's food, also not so much. But you know what, we got the goat. So, maybe, just maybe, this goat knows where the soul blade is. So if you give this goat the goat food, he will tell you where either the soul blade, the soul armor, or Phoenix is. Oh, this isn't the goat. Oops. There's a second goat that appears in his pen. Dang. But since we have 2 of the 3 items, the chances of him telling us the one that we need are pretty slim, but you never know. Sometimes life finds a way. This chest of drawers has a soul. Has your dresser ever talked to you? If it has, I should probably talk to somebody else about that. Birds are weird. Because the iframes, finding a good position on them can be annoying. And how fast they move, of course. Dragged into the painting. Is this the world of, what? Ariamis? Yes. Oh no! The second snail racer. Or hooped. Okay. Storage is over here. Might as well put... No, it's already on. Come here, birds. Not you. The Great Door. So that particular door will give you the soul of the door. And with the soul of the door, you can see things that are invisible. Oh, look at that. Run validated. There's only one chest in the game that's got 1 gem, and that's it. We just opened it. Okay, so far this place hasn't been all that hot. Yes, come to me, birds. Where's the other one? Oh, I got rid of it already, didn't I? Never mind. We'll grab all that on the way out. Well, I always validate my runs with that gem. You have to. Now here's a lady who's got something to offer. And here's a drunk guy who's also got something to offer. Ew, that's a long cutscene just to find out he's gonna give you an herb. Lazarus, it's randomized. I don't know what to say. Just got access to all the areas, just boom, boom, boom. It's kind of nice. The first boss of this game is gonna get absolutely destroyed. It's not even gonna be funny. I'm gonna feel bad, in fact. We'll collect them on the way out. The soldiers of proximity. Erase yourself. Yeah, well, it's not completely open world, but the chances of finding... The way it works is if you find the NPC, the main NPC, you get access to the next world immediately. But you still need to find the 6 stones separately from various other sources to access the world of evil in the end. Okay, so now we got that ivy, but we're still missing the flower pots. We just mowed through them like butter. Look at this, we're getting all of the NPCs, like the ones that do stuff. So that guy, what does that guy do? Something to do with the volcanic island. I don't even know, I've never used him. Something that protects you from something somewhere. Okay, well, we got access to it. I might as well just check it real quick. Here we are, we're here, let's go. Oh, I guess we're not really... or whatever. Oh yeah, there's still the other section. Ugh, who wants to check that? Dang, not me. Wait, what? I thought I got that ivy. What ivy did I get? Ugh, not that ivy apparently. Well, when in Rome. Here we go. I gotta kill some time anyway, I think. We're doing too good. Oh yeah, enemies are all randomized and everything, it's very fun. Get out of my house! That lady just rude, right? I'm sorry for yelling, no, too bad. One strike and you're out. We didn't get the tool shopkeeper's son, right? Nope. Well, that was probably the ivy. Got bamboozled. If you're wondering why my sword is out all the time, it's just sort of how I got used to playing the game. So now I just can't not be holding the R button the entire time I play this game. Literally holding the R button for damn near 3 hours straight. 2.5. 2:15 preferably. What you got? I almost never have access to this. Like, doing the Lisa check, which is this layer in the chest behind me, is such a rare thing. Oh, hey, look, it's the goat. Let us find out, hopefully, where the soul blade is. If he would be so kind. Brownstone. Boom! Oh yeah, Lisa check pays off. Hey, look at that. That's 1 in a million, baby. And look at that. There's the boy. This is all just paying off so well. I love it. So I can't just duct tape it because there are instances where I need to let it go to turn around. It's turbo-tastic. It's the Quen. She's got some. Everything's just setting up. This is disgusting. Alright, super Lisa value. Alright, we got a mouse. We're just missing one kitty and a door. And we've got, oh, I think I might still need one more NPC, but there's a good, like, 3 item checks there. Yeah, I don't know if you're here at the beginning, Silver, but it was Elemental Male and Zantetsu in Act 1. Oh, and there's our final Troubadour. So that's 3 item checks. I want to say because I've already gotten the value, there's probably going to be nothing else in the rest of these layers. These 2 are okay, but the next layer I'm going to check is one of those ones where you don't really want to check because it takes forever, or has the potential to take forever. Okay, we still can't access that though. Watch, it'll be the other ivy right here. Oh, there's the steps. Look at this. Look at it all come together. Might not have to go to power plant after all. But I find more often than not, power plant's got something you need. Excuse me, Bush? Come here, Bush. 4 layers just to find out you got an angelfish or something. Prefer if it wasn't bushes. Goblins would be nice. Come on, show me the money, Jerry. Crossing guard. All that work for the crossing guard. Traffic cops, please. Oh, look at that. Haha, that ain't that dirty. Ain't that positioning just dirty. And then you got social media flies. Oh, there's what we're looking. Wow. This just paid off like ridiculously. Does anyone need tornado? Not really. I mean, I do like it better than the one I got, but no. Now I got access to right side, and we got the right side item mermaid. That was just unbelievable. I'm very happy with the way that all went down. Okay, so Please tell me about the soul blade. Please, 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 please. Don't chooch me, goat. Damn. None of your business where I found it. At your mother's. Power bracelet. Oh yeah. Now you're playing with power. Harp string. Could be something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still don't have that vine, but I mean, when in Rome. Yeah, okay. So there's only 3 more items left here. Goat, where are you going? Where am I going? Where's that goat going? Never mind where he's going. Where am I going? Okay, we're not going to bother with item checks in St. Nels, I mean in Grass Valley just yet. We want to go here. All sorts of action here. So this is this area's got a lot of really big sections. It's kind of the entire world. It's like you really don't want to have to go anywhere in this place. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to start somewhere. Delicious seeds, I guess. I'm pretty sure he only had an herb, but or some other useless thing. Medical herb. And you had what? Nothing? Tornado? Oh, right, tornado. I'll just do a quick check on this layer. God's organ. Don't look at God's organ. You monkeys just about done? Oh, look at that. It's Dream Kitty. That kitty's got an item if you want to go through the cutscene for it. You can, well, not anymore. I'm pretty solid at this point. But sometimes, not every seed plays out so nicely. Sometimes you don't find good armor for a long time. Guess we'll do Bluster. Not an area I typically like to check, but it was the first statue we got, so I always check the first one. But I never skip Rockbird, because there's almost always good stuff there. Oh, look at that. We got right tower. Okay, that was probably a necessary evil. There's a good amount of chests in there. Yeah, no, the bubble armor's not that great, no. That is true, yeah, without proper armor equipped, you will get totally wasted. So I could die if I forget to equip, but that's not gonna happen. But dying in this game really ain't no thing. Not in Rando anyway. Okay, this is where we pray. This area up ahead is not a quick one. Excuse me, where are you going? Would love for some better magic though. Alright, see you, Razor. Thanks for hanging out, brother. This game is Soul Blazer for the Super Nintendo. And I guess of course it's for the Super Nintendo. Oh, we got single fish. What's we got? DKs. Oh no, Master Mars, that's not very nice now, is it? You're welcome. Anytime. Now I got a nice plan. Okay, so this place has turned out to be okay. Could be some good stuff here. It's just very open. You gotta hunt quite a distance just for a few layers. Oh, and there's the king. So Bluster turned out to be pivotal. I'm so glad I came here. See, this is what I'm saying. Always go to the first statue you see. Whatever the first statue appears, it's necessary. This is definitely Illusion of Gaia. Certainly got the same font. This company really loves to reuse their assets, so almost all of their games have this very same font. So even NPCs are reused. You've got nothing. Wow, that's nice. I would like to go back, please, and then we must check Rockbird, and then we can get out of here. Don't fall into the trap. The statue in the top left gives us access to an area, but we're really looking for something specific before we go there. I should probably check blue as well before I leave. Even though it's kind of out of the way, you kind of want to wait for the big pearl and a certain dolphin, but meh. There's a little thing we like to call the underwater hype cave, which got 4 chests in it, but it is a lot of work to get access to it. Okay, there's Grandpa. He's a necessary. He's part of access to the king, so we definitely need him. Speaking with the king of the Mountain of Souls is very important. Can't beat the game without him. But before we speak to him, we need all 3 of the red hot items. Oh, you know what? Let's go up here first. Holy birds! Let's just put on some better armor. The guy would do for the magic armor right now. More birds, nice. This is the kind of layer I want to see birds. Just taking beats, but that's okay. Oh no! This is not a layer you want to see fish. Especially single spawning fish. Show me the money. Give me a stone. I'm expecting a stone. Silver stone. Oh baby. Can I call it or what? Platinum card. That's okay. Or could be. If we're missing some NPCs. How many stones we got? 5? Oh wow. We got 5 of the 6 stones already. This is ridiculous. Got King Magrid. We just need the castle. Let me think. So we are... Oh, we don't have any of the red hot items, do we? Oh, we don't have any of them. That's actually not good. We are 4 items and 1 NPC away from go mode, if you will. Nope. Birds! Birds! Just drop the bomb on them fish. Got real nice, didn't it? Wait, what's... Oh, proximity. Oh, gross. Gross. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that guy's got a couple items, but we need access to the room first. The specific door we're looking for. And the boy that they put in jail for some reason. Last rock? That's it? No? Last rock? No? How about now? Yay! Let's go. The Lord of the Rings speedrun, I'm so hyped for that too. Anybody know if that's set for any percent or glitchless? Did who lose what sword? It was still worth it. Okay. Let's go check Lou and then head back to... where do we go? Oh, we didn't check the... Yeah, something on the Mountain of Souls I should have checked. But we do have access to Laenol now, but we don't have good magic. Don't really want to go to the Mountain of Souls without good magic. Wait, where am I going? You kind of got to do what you got to do. Oh wait, actually no, let's not do that. What am I talking about? Well, there's still one item I just really want to quickly check. Something I should have checked on the way out. Totally forgot about. Would be very important. Mobile key. Hopefully we don't need that. It's glitchless. Interesting. Nice. That'll be a nice change. Though the glitch drone is kind of got a soft, special place in my heart. Okay, no access for that just yet. Okay, so the first model town was the one on the left. Let's go invade this kitty's dreams. I like these two soldiers. They're kind of like on Dr. Leo's side. I like to think they're the same two soldiers in Act 6. Come on, kitty. Ah, of course you'd have an herb, you dirty cat. Marie? More herbs, but that's okay. We can go to Chapter 6 now. We have the gear for it, but while we're in Rome, might as well check out these models. At least the first one anyway, but I mean, we're here, why not check them both? These archer guys are just so annoying. Leper. Do I not have the power bracelet on? And put the spirit sword on. Oh no, we can't. Can't swing that bad boy yet. That's not helping anybody. Best area? Now you're talking. This is my favorite place. I love the model towns so much. I'm just gonna tank all these hits and hopefully there's not too many enemies in here. This is that area where you kind of need to see the invisible enemies. I'll be fine without it, but sometimes they can get really annoying. So they just start wandering off. It's hard to gauge exactly where they are. I was playing with power once upon a time. So there's still a few kinks to work out of the randomizer. So for example, that layer up there looks like it hasn't been like released from all the enemies yet. It actually has. But because of the particular enemy type, they show up that way. It's like this in this act and the second act with certain enemy types. Not sure why, not such a big deal. If you have the thing that reveals invisible enemies, it will show the layer as it's supposed to be, which is really interesting. Oh, catapults. Okay, what do we got here? These guys, it's fine. Oops! Whoops, I just meant to go over and throw my ball over there, but accidentally procced the layer. Not a big deal. I missed him. Oh, I got him. Nice. I got him. 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 Yeah, having a power glove would be pretty sick. I've always wanted to try to play a game with one. Do rad gravity speedrun with power glove. I do like to come here because there's good opportunity for items. There's invisible catapults trying to hit me. Ew. I'm all for flowers and whatnot, but it's not something we want to see. Okay, show me something good. Soul Blade, let's go. Or the last stone. Or any of the red hot items would be nice. Medical herb. This place is a bust. When this much stuff is junk, you just know the rest's gonna be junk. That's something I'm pretty sure I've noticed a pattern of. Light arrow, okay, well, that's not a necessary thing, but that is a super quality of life thing. Now we playing with power. What do we got? Singles? No, no, they're all multi-spawns. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Oh. So here's the funny thing too. If too many sprites are spawned at one time, it will... There's like a sprite limit. So enemies won't come out of the layers anymore until you've killed a few enemies, then they'll start spawning again. Okay. Something semi-useful. I'm not too disappointed anymore. We still got a chance for some good stuff here. Whoa, dude, settle down. Who's that guy? What's that guy's problem, man? More herbs. More tulips. This whole place is just full of plants. Well, I'm just gonna check it while we're here. Wasn't too impressed with the first one. I'll take you guys out while we're here. Oh, there you go. Okay, so it looks like we needed both of these places. I bet you the other crocodile's hiding in here somewhere too. That'll give us access to one more item. It's a lot of NPCs just for that one item. I like that we got these soldiers here. Unfortunately, killing them is kind of pointless. I'll kill them anyway, just for fun. But there's one of them I can't access. I'm gonna have to kill them all again anyway. Wait, where are you? Oh, we're level 19 now. You can swing this sword now. Oh, look at that. Went from 3 hitting those guys to 2 hitting those guys. Okay, so far not impressed with this place. Well, those guys made it out. They made it out, they escaped. Okay, look at this. Aim that thing, child. Prolapses. Gross. Alright, I think we have full access to King Magrid now. Gotta go around. Start busting up people's houses. Oof. Alright. Another chance for a couple items. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we don't. Nothing inside. Iron armor. Oh yeah. I am just... oh, we got one up here. I am just loving these model towns right now. Very uncool. Kitty, you cannot play with that doll. When it's junk, it's all junk. Someone's still alive somewhere. There he is. Now the run is truly validated. Except for there's 2 of those chests. Isn't there only 1 single gem and 2 empties? Well, that was a dirty old waste of time. This game's gonna force me to go to power plant, I just know it. Though I probably should head back to the Mountain of Souls, but we're gonna go to King Magritt's first. There's so many items here. It's worth a peek. Good. Kinda needed a replacement. No, I don't want a medical herb. Lady, please. Alright, so I need 3 red hot items. The red hot mirror, ball, and shtick. I need the soul blade. And I need the NPC that releases the castle. And then it's go mode. This is a very nice area, lots of layers, tightly compacted, tons of chests. It's a great place to start. And there's Grandpa. So we'll probably need to go there to collect something. I can feel it in my bones. 300 gems. So I didn't need more. Oh, you dirty snakes. Hey, we got the preacher mouse. Now we just gotta go find the organ player. We can complete that little duo. I like to look at some of these NPCs as little kind of groups. I'm like, if I get one, I feel like I need to get their other one. Hey, it's the Big Pearl! One step closer to underwater hype cave. Oh, ghost! Bad ghost! Good ghosts. Oh, wake up. Where'd you go? Please. Stop messing with me, ghost. Red hot stick in a soul blade chest. Good call. I totally forgot about actually checking World of Evil, depending on how things go. So if we're lucky, we'll pull the final stone out of this area. Somewhere in this basement. This soldier is secretly in love with the lady who runs the bar there. But unfortunately, her father doesn't like him because they're feuding with his father. Generations long feud. Yeah, so we got a couple more items to scoop up here. Actually, 3 more items and more strange bottles. It's Steve! That's my favorite goat. His name is Steve. Kind of squirrely business that ghost be doing. Get out of there. Get out of the water. Who's Romeo and Juliet? Okay, we got the singer. I don't think we have the soldier. So can't do much with that just yet. But we do have the harp string. Okay, here's the tulip. If we only had the ivy that led us here. Steve! Is the same... I like to think of that old man and the goat Steve there as the same old man and the same Steve from Breath of Fire. Oh, look at that. Both nothing chests. How rude. That's the old man from Breath of Fire that gives you the Grimfowl egg. Or tells you how to, you know, deal with the Grimfowl egg. Yes, a lot of them. Even, like the doll, for example. The doll in the, attic of Act 5. They reused that sprite in Robotrek. Nice. What does he got? What does he got? Medical herb. Good. Good, good. But yeah, they reused that doll in Robotrek inside the, Count Prinky's mansion. All these soldiers. Look at this guy, the soldier of contemplation. If only we had the castle. Oh, what to do for a castle. Bluestone, there it is. I knew it. Lovely. Just one snack.
You know,
just
I've
one
got
snack.
quite a collection of victims in here.
Can I get you? Yeah, okay. Oh, and there's the other grandma. This place paying off. How many herbs in game? I think it's 43 or something like that. That's a lot of herb. How's someone supposed to take that much herb? All stones got. Oh, I didn't even notice I asked earlier, and there's my ivy. Did they use the tracker on the overlay? Yeah, you guys can just do your thing. You just do your thing. Gotcha. And we got the other crossing guard. At least the town's coming along real nice. Nope. Oh. How unfortunate. Okay, well, when in Rome, we got the VIP card, let's go. Okay, this place has got a decent amount of layers and chests. Okay, is the other crocodilian? I'm calling red hot item on that in the green leaf spot under the bones. Okay, no. We need the soldier, not the maid. We could do an item check there. Or whatever it is, there's a lot of them. See, there's a way they just came pouring out of there. Oh, oh, the chess pieces, the chess pieces. Like, what's going on, man? This is one of those layers. Oh, right, you gotta kill these silly things. Where you do a lot of work for potentially nothing. Be a chrome dome. And potentially nothing turned into definitely nothing. How unfortunate. Single spawning knights. Yeah, these guys don't care. Gems. Rotator. Well, on the plus side, we have a better spell for going to the Mountain of Souls. And there's the castle, okay. Perfect. Perfecto. We have the mobile key. We could fight the boss and see if the queen has anything where she was standing. Oh wait, no, it doesn't work that way, does it? The boss just releases one layer, which could potentially be nothing. We need the Leo cutscene in order to get the queen's item. So let's not worry too much about that. We know Dr. Leo's in Durian, but we don't have either of the soldiers. Hi boys! I see you all coming to greet me. Must be what it's like to be a celebrity. Aw, we united Grandma and Grandpa, now they can go on their date. Isn't that just heartwarming? That guy lived. Did you see him live? What a jerk. Well, I gotta say, this was kind of a bust. Not too happy with this tower at all. Nice shot. Good shot, Jin. Die now? Can we not? Okay, we do. Let's go fight a boss. Why not? Let's go fight a boss. I got a power bracelet. Let's do it. Wait, what am I doing? What am I gonna do? Drive the ship with the dream rod, please? Yeah, A-Leaf could be something. Oh, I do have both soldiers. I do just need Dr. Leo. Okay. I'll know where Dr. Leo is. Yeah, I know I got the castle. I also got time to kill. A bloody 3-hour estimate. That's like, if we have to do like damn near a full clear of the game, it's the only time it's gonna get close to 3 hours. Oh, hello. I'll take this pattern, and you can just come right on back, please. No? Oh, okay, that's fine. Can't all be winners, I guess. Maybe, just maybe, you would like to come across the top, please. That would be stupendous. Oh, you can just give me 1,000,000 dives, that's fine. And Storm Eagle over here. Come on, be worth it. Make it worth it, baby. It's not worth it. Not even close. Teacher meets the student. But it was fun. I loved all those dives. Well, hopefully Soul Blade isn't under the Queen's feet. So I'm not really looking forward to coming back here. Maybe, just maybe, we will see a red hot item right here. Flame ball. Ugh. Well, it was hot. Wasn't what we were looking for. What about you, sir? Do you have what I require? The red hot ball. Okay. The king gave me his balls. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the world of evil. We're gonna check all those chests. Set up the final warp point for when we come back. And then we're gonna do our item checks, and then after those item checks, I guess we'll go to the Mountain of Souls. Don't have access to Durian, which is where Leo is. Don't really want to go to Durian if I don't have to. Flies. The black flies, little black flies. Always the black flies, no matter where you go. I'll die with the black flies picking my bones. Come on. Get over here! Okay. Whatever the other one is, proximity enemies, I don't care. Let's go. See, look at that. I'm almost at the appropriate level. 100 gems. Let's go. Hey, don't worry about that message. It's a little out of touch. I do love the color spray on those walls. And all the wavy goodness in the background. Look at all those gems I'm leaving on the ground. When you get to the final world, the massive gems just drop like crazy. Okay, we got flies. Knowing things are happening with these flies, we need to catch that guy off track. And you, okay. Okie dokie. Here we go. Why do I hear children moving? Flies? For sure in that weird spot. I hate these flies so much. Gotcha. Never prepared for flies there. I need to come up with like a consistent strat for that, for when there's flies there, because I mean, there's flies there quite often. That should be good. It's a strange botto. Things aren't looking so hot in the world of evil anymore. Don't forget this one. So when you enter this screen, if you don't have the soul armor, basically every time the background reveals its ghosty business, you end up taking a bunch of points of damage. Oh my god, the World of Evil chests are all a bust. I can only assume we're gonna get a medical herb out of this final chest. Gems. Well, such it is. We got access to the final boss when the time comes, so let's go hunting. So, where do we want to start? I guess Act 1. Oh, do I now? Why do I feel like I didn't actually get this ivy yet? Oh, but I still don't have the flower. Oh no, okay, good. We're good, we're good. Soul Blade, boom. Okay. Magic Bell. We're just missing 2 red hot items. Do I have all 3 troubadours? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Okay. Cool. You. Medical herb. What did you have again? Emblem F. Okay, actually we kind of need that. Is that all the emblems? No, we're still missing one. Ta-da! I bet you he goes here. Oh, surprise. Emblem B! Okay. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna need this anyway. Dang. Wait, the gem's still on the ground, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Mole's ribbon. Will the mole's ribbon give me the red hot item? Will our hero die in a fiery death? Dang it. News at 11. No. Okay. Who are you? Are you trying to talk to me backwards? You have some nerve. Okay, let's hope my prediction comes true. Show me that red hot item. Peace, guys. Turbo, wait. What a strange scene. Bam! Alright, one more item. Just one more item. So what was the pedestal hiding? Medical herb. Of course it was. Okay, so this place is spent. Okay, so now we gotta make a call. I didn't really get anything in the Mountain of Souls. I don't really want to come here, but we didn't get anything here, so this is probably our best option. But we have Light Arrow now, so actually this is not going to be bad at all. Now that I think about it. Coming to this dungeon without Light Arrow. Oh, whoops, too close, too close. It's very annoying. Because these wizards. Oh, there's still one more. You dirty wizard. Bloody wizards, man. Pretty much. Full clear trying to find this one thing. Like, that could have been it, and then it would have been done. Like, that's the dream. What am I doing? We don't got. We have this, and we have this. Boom! Boom, baby! Oh, fire up that backup game because we just smashed the estimate. This might be a new PB on this Rando, on the current logic. Oh, what am I doing? This is... This is the place to be. So then what was the king holding on to? I got the magic bell. You saved me. Dancing grandma hype. I'm releasing Death Toll. What's your PB on the current Logic Silver? It's just mirrors. My freaking emulator's starting to trip out here. Oh, where are you going? Wrong one. I don't know if sub 210 is possible, but we're pretty close. So this final boss, gotta destroy his business, his little flames, and then he becomes vulnerable briefly. But you kind of want to get him on a cycle where he's not shooting his lasers when you're shooting your phoenixes to reduce lag. I also don't want to be shooting extra phoenixes to reduce lag, but I'm just kind of just going nutty. And that's her. Boom! Smashed it. Did we win? I think we broke it. Oh. Sorry, just finding out what we're gonna do from here. Boom, boom. Yeah, it was a ridiculously fast seed. The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace. Can we go through the whole credits? They're so awesome. They're so wholesome. Yes, indeed they are. Well, for now we'll just let the ending play out until we find out what's going on. This is definitely a new PB for me, for this logic. So this game's logic has evolved quite a bit, and what's been randomized has changed quite a bit, but I think we've been holding on to this current version for quite a while. It's pretty solid. That Super Metroid reference is great. Sort of. That was pretty sick. I'm pretty happy with it. I was not expecting it to go like this at all. Excuse me. Thanks for the GGs, everybody. And thanks Speed Gaming for having me. I'm pretty happy I didn't doze off in the middle of this. I'm pretty tired, but it was good. It all just came together really nicely. And I happen to have everything too. There wasn't a single sort of key item that was missed. Oh, actually, that's not true. No, we didn't get the mushroom shoes. Which is a good thing, because nobody wants to go through that section of the Mountain of Souls anyway. Boom, 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 boom. Never got to see that chest of drawers either. That's what I find interesting is, in this scene, only what I released still shows in this scene. There's supposed to be a dresser in the top right corner there. So if I hadn't released that cat wouldn't be there either. Now, thank you, Proxy. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Stick around if you can for the next run. I don't know what it is, but I'll pretend that I do. And we'll just take a quick peek. Or it could just not load. What? There it is. There it is. What is this? What's next? Here we go. Oh, the Lord of the Rings! What's up? Now I see why y'all were talking about the Lord of the Rings. My man, Tootler Fiber, took this game and just ran with it and smashed it. So I'm just waiting to see, as we do have a fair bit of time before we're back on. I mean, we just smashed the estimate. We gotta go 50 minutes, so I'm just taking a peek, seeing if they're looking at any backup games to fill this time and what's gonna happen. So enjoy the ending. I still quote King Madrid to this day. I better be ready on the actual final input. I'm so glad we didn't have to go explore more of St. El's. That's why I say, if I find the best way to follow the logic on these is just to chase the items as they come. If you open up access to an area early, probably check it. Didn't even have to go to the underwater hype cave. I will. When is that? Tuesday? Something like that? I'll be back Tuesday with a very rare gem. I don't know if a lot of people really saw this game. I think it came out late in the SNES's life, but it's a little action-adventure game known as The Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. Very cutesy, colorful game. So I look forward to bringing that to you guys. I think it's like Tuesday night at 11 or something like that. I don't know. The schedule's up there somewhere. Like good sleep comes after hard work, good rest comes after an honest life. I will rest well with Dr. Leo. It's just sad. That poor dog. Overload of the cute emotes. Lisa appears to be sleeping. Let's just encroach on her dreams again. Without her permission. The funny thing about that Spike McFang game, the US version which I'm running is ridiculously hard compared to the Japanese version. I'm talking like enemies have twice as much health in the English version. They give you half the amount of experience. It's ridiculous. I don't know whether you are an angel or human, but I must ask you to do me a favor. I will not ask you to stay with me. Only promise me you will return someday. You could tell me a lie, but I feel our promise will give me strength or hope for the future. Give me strength. Please, please promise me that you will one day return. They don't even give you the option for no. They're just like, well, you want to see the rest of the ending? You better say yes. Okay, fine, yes. Thank you. I wish this dream would never end. You'd want it to end if you knew some dude was standing over your bed staring at you, touching your head with a little stick with a star on the end like he's frickin' Kirby or something. And then he just ghosts in the night. But thou must. Gotta love that parallax. Look how many layers there are. Just look at the layers. We've got more layers than an ogre. However, no one noticed it. And fun fact, they changed the way her picture looked here for the US version to look a little less anime. Yeah, I'm thinking 4, definitely 3. You see the rectangles. Doesn't that just mess with you? Nothing has more layers than an ogre. Onions. Definitely 6 layers. I guess the layer in the backpack that's not moving is still a layer, eh? Oh, and then her herself. Just the one ending. Look at that slick Super Nintendo animation. Anime feels so ubiquitous now. Not anime is precious. Indeed, right? Indeed. Well, thanks again, guys, for having me. Still waiting on what's gonna happen with the next run. So until that happens, we're just gonna let the ending play out until they cut me off. And I'll just keep on rambling. No, I really appreciate it. Maybe I'll catch you back here later in the week for Spike McFang. Hopefully you're able to stick around for Lord of the Rings. It's a very chill game. Great soundtrack to that game. A lot of good like folky music, and then a lot of creepy ambient sound when you're in caves and whatnot. And for a game that's just one big long like jump from one thing to the next, item-wise, the glitchless run is surprisingly quick. Blows my mind. If you've played that game casually, you know how easy it is to get lost in its mazy dungeons. A single person, yes, absolutely. That's all you need. Makes me wonder though how many people are actually on the Quintet team. But they put out a lot of good games for SNES. Like, pretty much every game is just solid entry. Very well programmed. Can't really abuse, like none of these games really have much in the way of glitches. So yeah. Presented by Filler. I mean, presented by me. My follower, tell me what is on your mind. I do not know what has happened between you and that girl. However, being attracted to a human means that you have not yet established yourself as a heavenly creature, which apparently are robots. A year has now passed, but your feelings have not changed. Maybe you should try living as a human being, learning how they live. Be warned, though, once you go down to Earth, without a capital, you will lose all memory. Sacre bleu. I feel something strange in the air. Does anybody know what sound a goat makes? Because you're about to find out. Isn't this awkward? She loves you. She remembers you. You have no idea who she is. Yet you're expected to just, you know, have feelings for her. Don't you remember me? No. It's okay. You don't have to worry. I can tell you by the look in your eyes. It's me, Lisa, daughter of Dr. Leo, the inventor. He doesn't understand what you're saying. Yes, Terranigma does have a rando. So does Illusion of Gaia, which I think is also coming up pretty soon. The next few runs. Everybody gotta change their way of thinking sometimes. Let me introduce myself. Feels like the first time, every time. And the goat behind me is Turbo. And what sound do goats make? Bleep. Sounds when they censor expletives. Like how this goat is just trained. But wouldn't it be funny if the real friends were the goats we rescued all in the way? Bleat. Well, I think we officially call that the end. I love all them bleats in chat. Well, you all been the best. Stick around for Lord of the Rings coming up sooner than later. You relax to some chill tunes in the meantime. I'm GinTatsu2. I've had fun. I hope you had fun, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.